Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. You join us for this big bash match between the Hobart Hurricanes and the Sydney Thunder. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle, and the pitch has been prepared beautifully, something for everyone. I'd say it's worth getting at the batters with the ball first, though. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Nice information there from David Gower. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
Called the toss correctly, and they're going to have a bowl.
Milne has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on. Couldn't get it through the field.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Yeah. Great shot through the gap. A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat. Simple execution and back past the bowler. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Yep. Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away. End of the over, 10 off it. The Hurricanes are none for 10. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Going with pace now. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field. Just threw the shot too early.
Yeah, mate.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yeah. Nice shot, runs possible. There'll be one run here for them.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Waiting.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Content just to knock it around that over. 2 added to the total. The Hurricanes are none for 12.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third. just threw the shot too early.
Yep. There's a run here, surely.
Wade seems intent on farming the strike, deciding against taking the easy run. Surely it's worth ticking the score over.
Yeah. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep. That's right off the meat of the bat.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That was the slower ball, and it didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
Straight to the fielder.
The captain's going to change things around in the field. A few moves made in the field. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. That ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field. Now, 3 more fielders can be moved outside the circle.
Yeah, mate.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it'd be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
They'll get at least one. McDermott ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Right on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Right. Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keepers.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Couldn't have played that any better.
That was dangerous bowling. A loose delivery on leg and flicked nicely away for 4. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Hold on.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Edged. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
Yes. Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight, and made it hard to score runs. Nicked it! Confident appeal, could it be? That's out, caught!
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
Yeah, yep. Yep, yep.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
6 runs added there. The Hurricanes are 2 for 46.
Yep, yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot. And that raced away for 4. Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Right on.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yeah.
Great shot. Great timing.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely.
Yeah.
Doggett has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. The right armour. is coming into the attack from the river end.
Right on.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Yep, yep.
Nicely fielded on the boundary.
Decisive running might have just got them two. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yes.
Great shot.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just... textbook stuff. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Well, that was just a little bit wide. Well picked up, let the ball do all the work, really, to ease it down towards third.
End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. The Hurricanes are 2 for 68.
You never really want to chance that arm going for a third. Did well there.
Yep.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Edge, amazing delivery.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Huge edge. End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Hurricanes are 2 for 6.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Big edge.
Yep.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Got hold of it, a pretty good bouncer, enough control to get it away.
Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there, and that brings up the half century.
Yes.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Yeah.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. Cutting from the river end.
Yes.
Strong appeal. Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Into the gap. Nice shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yeah.
That's the over. The Hurricanes are 2 for 145.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yeah, yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot.
Plenty of wickets in hand. Coming into the final over, may as well go for broke. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Edged it.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes.
Caught. Completely ridiculous to pluck that one.
Really tried to push the scoring along and managed to do so for a while, but in the end, it's just one risk too many.
Edged. Unplayable. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Comfortable single if they take it.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Thick edge.
Yeah.
Green getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters. And the innings comes to an end. The Thunder will need 161 runs. The openers are coming out to begin the chase. A few early boundaries will help settle things down. The bowlers will only need a sniff to get back in the game. Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Drives and misses everything.
Meredith with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
In the end, they lofted it with ease over the top. Not far away from going all the way. 4 runs. Great to watch.
Catch it. Yes.
Just about timed that perfectly.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries. Thompson, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yes.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Lamishane, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the river end.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here. There'll be one run here for them.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows the rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Yes. No.
There's a run here, surely.
Sent back in the end. The run was on, but apparently they're content to keep the strike.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yes.
Good shot. It's found the gap. A couple on offer here.
Yes.
They'll push hard, should get back for two.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Ah, mix-up there. They've been going so well out in the middle. The first sign of miscommunication.
End of the over. The Thunder are none for 35. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Hales didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Yep.
On the drive and beats the fielder at point. That'll run away for 4.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Yes.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Right out of the middle.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the river end.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Yep.
There's a chance if this hits.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yes.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Yes.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more. Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Super piece of timing.
Wow! Power off the front foot, goes all the way. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the wing field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
How easy was that? A pickup drive all the way for 6.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. The Thunder are none for 80.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Keeper.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yes.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Thunder are none for 85. Meredith coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Oh!
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Wait. No,
Couldn't get it through the field.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yes.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yes. No.
Seems slightly odd not just to take the single that was on offer there.
Yes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
No.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Lamishane into the attack now from the river end.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Just an impressive stint at the crease so far.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well, that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away. Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Yes.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there. Through the shot early. Ball passes bat. A brilliant slower ball.
8 runs added there. The Thunder are none for 106. Ellis with the ball in hand again.
Into the attack for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good return, back from the deep. Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yes.
Power and precision in that shot.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yes.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Wait. Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap, perfect timing.
Keeper. No. No.
That's the over. The Thunder are none for 118.
For 180.
Lamishane from the river end. So there's going to be some opportunities for the batters with the changes to the field here.
Yes.
Perfect technique and placement.
And that brings up the batsman's half-century.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Nice shot.
Yes.
That was pure elegance, right out of the textbook, that shot.
Yes.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Wait. Yep.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
A beauty. Brilliant catch.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
After a big partnership is broken, it's not unusual to see another wicket quickly. Time to concentrate and get settled. Chance!
Nicer, slower delivery. Straight past the bat. Beauty of a ball.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. Doesn't beat the infield. beaten on the drive. A direct hit and this could be gone.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yes.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
A loose delivery, seen early, and it was dispatched easily.
Saw that early. No one's catching that. Great shot.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how good a ball is when you hit it like that. Brilliant shot. Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Over ends, so too does the power play. Change is coming in the field. The captain can now put 2 fielders outside the circle.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
Yes.
Massive chance.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive. That was lovely bowling, just not getting the reward it deserved. Must have been a whisker away from hitting the wickets.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Well placed, should get a single. Good catch, out.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Rousseau will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Immediately underway with some runners.
Finds the edge. That's gone. Fine catch by the wicket-keeper.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Get the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock. Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
Just threw the shot too early.
Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
And that marks the end of the match. The Sydney Thunder complete a
Extremely comfortable win, just so brilliant on so many levels. You cannot compete.